50-calorie skinny lattes is the subject of tonight's Food for Thought. My name is Jodie Bunting and welcome to tonight's Food for Thought. It's lockdown. Costa Coffee's closed, Starbucks closed, all the coffee houses are closed, and if you haven't got one of those luxurious coffee machines at home, you may be struggling. Now, I personally, as a lot of you know, when I go to Costa, I enjoy a nice almond milk, all frothed up, all lovely and nice, and that's what I'm actually missing. But if you are missing your latte, tonight I'm going to show you some alternatives, because I've got a new machine to show off to you guys. This is a frother. Now, I know you can get ones from IKEA, which are really cheap and is literally where you put batteries in, just froth it. But, you know, it's like manual labour, isn't it? If you want something to do it for you, this machine from Argos, it's a Cookworks one. It was £25 and it basically froths up your milk. So I don't know about you. You know, I'm not a big coffee lover, so a bit of instant is fine for me, but what must be nice and what must be right is the frothed milk. So I'm going to show off my milk frother machine tonight. We're going to have a little bit of an experiment, guys. As I said, it was £20 from Argos, and let me show you how it works. So, now in this container is 250 mils of unsweetened almond milk. So I'm using unsweetened almond milk. You obviously need to measure that out, which is 50 calories. Now, because I know there's only one portion in there left, because I've already used 750 ml over the last couple of days, I'm going to pour this into my milk frother. Now, it has got a minimum and a maximum area on there, so I'm just going to pour that on. So, shall I do that last little bit? Yeah, so 250 ml will just fit in there. So that's the unsweetened almond milk. Then I'm going to pop that on. You can see it's got a red light at the moment. I'm going to press it and it goes blue. Now, can you see it? So what it's doing is, I put cold milk in, by the way. What it's doing is spinning that round now. So like one of those little things you get from IKEA, it's got one of those in. So that's frothing the air into it. But this is the magic bit. Look how massive this container is. When I saw it, I was like, why? Because what that's actually doing is heating up the milk and frothing it at the same time. Dual action. Now, it did say on the packet, you don't have to hold it like that. I'm just touching it because I'm excited. It did say on the packet that, oh, right, now this is why I just overfilled it slightly. If you do overfill it slightly, you are going to get a little bit of milk coming out. Which is why I shouldn't have overfilled it slightly. Now, the good news is, I'm definitely going to hold that there. This is not how to do it, guys. Bev is saying that Chris steams her milk and she hardly uses any milk. Yes, if you haven't got a push coffee machine that's got the frother on the side there, then that is obviously you won't need one of these machines. But if you haven't got one of these milk frothers, then as I said, if you've got an IKEA one, you could do that yourself. If you've got a husband to froth it, that's even better. So what this is doing is going to take about 2 minutes. And the reason that I'm not worried about it burning me is because it only does it to a certain temperature. You know, when you go into Costa, if you don't ask them for it like really hot, they just give you the standard temperature. It does heat it to the standard temperature. The maximum must be 200 mils. I put 250 in, so this is why it is slightly coming over. Now, I really... Can I just say, I did this before, and this didn't happen. I don't know why when I'm live on Facebook that the milk starts to come out the side. Because obviously what it's doing is it's spinning it up the sides. Sarah's saying, scarily work how much I spend in Costa. Yes, exactly. Sarah, that is true. if you are used to spending £2 or £3 every day in Costa, then obviously buying one of these machines for £20 is a long-term saving. Why that is frothing, I'm just going to talk a little bit more. Obviously, try to have it in a nice glass as well. You know, recreate the situation. Don't look at the milk dripping onto my trousers. And then also, I would say, make sure you have got a little bit of cocoa just to put on the top. So again, you've got that real, true, authentic feeling. So what I would do now is if I was having coffee, I'd put just half a teaspoon, because I have it really weak, of decaf coffee in the bottom of this. And then that's how I'd make my latte. Okay, but because I'm just having hot milk at the moment, I'm really cutting back on tea and coffee. I'm just going to have the hot milk. Now it is pouring off the table. If Cookworks were looking for somebody to demonstrate online, I would not be winning that promotion right now because I have the milk. Oh, we've got a red light. The danger's over. Okay, so even though we have milk dripping all over the table, ta-da! The frothed hot milk is now ready to pour. Now, what I'm going to do, so just have a little look at that. Can you see? It's all steamy and nice. So what I'm now going to do is pour that into my glass. Ooh. And as I said, oh, look at that foam. Yeah, baby. That is what it's all about. So, just for those coffee lovers out there, just imagine you had your coffee, and so that would look the right colour. A little bit of sprinkle on the top, and that is 50 calories for your hot milk or your hot latte. And as I said, I used unsweetened almond milk. If you wanted to sweeten it, do you remember, don't go for the artificial sweeteners. This is a stevia, so the stevia plant sweetener, which is a natural sweetener, and that will sweeten it up. But as I said, I'm happy just having it like this. Trace is saying, thanks for the laugh, just what I needed. I'm making a very serious video. I don't know why you're laughing, because I've got hot frothed milk being thrown down my trousers. I don't know why people are finding that amusing. If you've got any other skinny latte recipes, or you've got any devices, you've got any machines. The reason I thought I'd do the video tonight, because yesterday on This Morning they had one of those cafetières and they were doing this with it. They were making the frother manually, so to see Holly doing this and Philip doing this, it was quite funny. As I said, it's a lot better just to sit back and let this machine do it, but don't overfill it, because I've just shown you what happens when you overfill it. Right guys, cheers. I'm going to enjoy my 50 calorie hot milk now. For more of my slim tips, go to youtube.com/Jodie Bunting and click the subscribe button. Good evening, good night.